Let's move on to Ubisoft. We got Ubisoft, Koch Media, and Elder Scrolls. We'll go a little bit faster with these next ones, especially because I haven't got anything wild to say. But we'll start with you, Crush. Number one for Ubi.
Which with
Ubi,
Ubisoft?
Ubi.
Look, I already double dipped once. I feel like it's fair if I double dip again. You go.
No.
I want these games that I want to see. I'm not saying Killer Instinct. Like, let's just throw that out the window right now. We see a brand new Splinter Cell game.
God damn, why do we let Crash go first?
Nah,
I will will into existence. I also was gonna hold this one off till the end, but earlier I was pretty sure you're gonna take it because you mentioned. So I just had to, I had to get in there and put it in.
I think now's the right time as well, right? For Splinter Cell, people are clamoring for it. It's next gen.
Yeah. I think the hardest thing with Splinter Cell is how do you bring it back? Because I don't think the way they did Splinter Cell games before necessarily works today. And I don't know how they could reimagine it. I'd love for them to do it in a fashion similar to like a Hitman.
Has to be like Hitman. I think that is perfect.
Yeah, I agree. But I'm going to counterpick you and say that whilst we see Sam Fisher at the Ubisoft conference, he is not in a new Splinter Cell game. He's coming to like Fortnite or some mobile game. It's some nonsense that people are upset about, but they do the fake out. They do the like green goggles.
They've done that already.
They've done that multiple times.
Exactly.
They're doing
it again. They double down. They do it again. That is my prediction for the Ubisoft conference.
I've got
Crash
cries. Crash cries. I've got my number one is we will see and get a release date for Skull and Bones. Now or never. It's impossible for them not to show this game and kick it out of the door.
They delayed it again relatively recently.
I know they delayed it again, but I'm saying we will see the game, we will see more gameplay, and we will get a release date, and that game will be kicked out of the door.
Okay. That's fair. I wanted to check you real quick to make sure, you aren't like doing a prediction you'd end up regretting. I don't want you to regret on the points you miss out on, Fix.
Do you know what? You're a true scroller and a gentleman, sir. Thank you. I bid you good day.
You don't talk like that in real life, Fix. Why are you saying that right now?
I don't know. I just wanted to pretend to be British for a second.
Right? I imagine you go to Chicken Shop and you say, I will bid you a good day when you leave.
Yo, boss man, I bid you good day. Number two from you, Crash.
Number two, I think we're gonna go with a little bit of a safer one. I think we see and get a release date for Rainbow Six Quarantine.
Change name?
Maybe.
Okay.
I will not add that to my prediction.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I can see it happening.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to that game, but it just keeps getting delayed. So I'm like, oh man, that kind of sucks. But
yeah,
I could totally see it happening.
That's the problem. I think every time that we hear about it and it sort of gets delayed and stuff, I get less excited for it. And so they need to bring the hype. I think give me a cool trailer and a release date. Get me back on board.
Agreed. Matt.
Number two. What have we got? We see way too much Riders Republic. I'm talking 9+ minutes of Riders Republic.
Jesus, of an hour show, 9 minutes?
9 minutes. Can I go 8? I'm going to go 8 minutes.
So wait, is that including talking? Or is that just gameplay?
I think it could be like there's going to be like a segment, right? Like it's developer interviews and like da-da-da-da-da. It's all spent on Riders Republic, 8+ minutes.
Okay. That's fair.
Allowed?
Yes.
You're going to allow it?
I'll allow it. I will keep the clock on to test it once
as soon as it happens.
Once it's done.
Fix pulls out a stopwatch.
Yep, I'm like, boom, go. Number 2 for me, the Division Heartlands. We get our first look of what that looks like and its gameplay. Obviously, that's the free-to-play Division game that they're working on. I think that's a sure-in for some gameplay. Play. You know? You had that
release
one, Crash?
Date?
I did have that, yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't think we'll get a release date yet.
No, I think it's too early.
Yeah. But I think we'll get to see the inner workings of what a free-to-play Ubisoft game looks like. And that scares the crap out of me, let me tell you.
Like,
yeah,
I mean, we've already seen it
with
Hyperscape.
Yeah, but Hyperscape wasn't successful.
It's not on the level of a Division, is it? It's not.
Yeah,
Is
but I think we saw. I think we still saw the formula that they would take with that.
I'm not being funny though. A free-to-play Division with a battle pass, if that's what it is, that could be so good, like really good. But I'm scared.
There was information that released on it.
Yeah, I know, but I don't trust. I don't trust anything that I read.
All right,
because number one, because I can't read very well, so can't trust what I'm reading.
I'm not mad at that.
Number 3, Crash. Last one.
Number 3. We see at least 3 free-to-play games announced from Ubisoft.
I respect that. And I agree.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. They've already said they're doubling down on known IP that's free-to-play. What about the Splinter Cell? Maybe the Splinter Cell game is their free-to-play Hitman. Like, that is what they do. It's like, okay, here's the first level. Now, if you want to buy these other levels, these other skins, these other guns, these other blah, 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 this is what you get. This is what our free-to-play game looks like.
That would be upsetting.
Yeah, I agree. I think that would be pretty upsetting. But it's Ubisoft. I could see them 100% doing something like that. Maybe they would even make it a co-op because they have had co-op in the past.
Co-op Splinter Cell Conviction was amazing.
It was so good.
Conviction was so good.
Good.
I am someone who doesn't enjoy stealth. And me and Haley played through Conviction together. Just absolutely loving that game.
Can I be honest? Like, the story in the co-op mode, I actually like more than the story in the main mode.
Yeah, better than the single player. Yeah.
So, like, the ending of the co-op mode is so good. Yep. It's probably one of my favorite endings to a game, like an experience of a game. I think I'd put it up there.
It is very cool. Do mobile games count as your 3 free-to-plays?
No.
Okay.
I mean, like, not like, here's.
I'm just making sure.
They have those. I'm not counting that. It has to be like a Hyperscape. So that has to be something like that.
I'll give it to you if it's on PC only. Like, that's fine. Yeah. Like, again,
it just can't be mobile.
But yeah, no,
it can't be mobile only.
This ain't my mobile on me. Get the hell out of here.
I totally agree with you. I was just laying out the rules, guys.
That's fair. No, that's a good question. To be fair, that is a good question.
My third prediction for Ubisoft is For Honor 2 announced.
I can see it.
Yeah,
I can see it.
My only thing that I'm second guessing myself on is they're still pushing For Honor. They're still updating For Honor. The game's not dead, and so.
I think it's very much still alive.
Me and Crash watched. We literally watched.
Yeah.
We were in Discord talking to each other, and we're talking about esports or something, and it just happened to pop up that they were having the Ubisoft For Honor European EU tournament thing. I'm like, this has got loads of people watching. To be fair, it. Like, what?
I don't think that's likely. Like, it's likely to happen only because they treat For Honor very much the same way they treat Rainbow Six Siege, and I don't think we'll get another Rainbow Six game in that vein ever. And I think For Honor might fall into that category as well.
Seasons, I don't keep building upon it.
Yeah, I don't disagree with anything you guys are saying, but the prediction is what it is.
My last one, number 3. We will get a new South Park game.
Oh my god! Don't fix.
I really hope that's true because
so
I love the South Park games and what they've done.
Yeah, me too.
What they've done in gaming is absolutely remarkable. We haven't heard anything about another South Park game. Trey and what is it? What's Matt and Trey Parker, right? Thank you.
Yeah.
They have both said the hardest work they've ever done is working on the game, but that first thing was mapping out the world. So anything beyond that now, we know what the world looks like. I feel like we've already done the first game was what was the first? Truth. Yeah, but what was it based on? It was like based on like
Skyrim,
D&D.
D&D stuff like that. So that's what I was trying to get at. Second game was more superhero focused. I just feel that they can keep going with that and in their humor, and I think it's been long enough that they may have worked on something else. And I love them. I love those games. They're so good. They're some of my favorite games. Seriously.
I want to nail you down a little bit because there is a South Park mobile game.
That doesn't count.
Very easy. That doesn't count. So this is a sequel to Fractured Butthole.
No, well, was Stick of Truth? Stick of Truth wasn't a sequel to Fractured Butthole.
Well, Stick of Truth was first.
After, yeah.
Is it literally okay? So then yes, in that
just
same
in that
vein,
in that continuity.
It might, yeah. Then I agree. Yes, no, not a mobile game. I'm talking specifically turn-based strategy game. Yeah. Cool.
I'd be so excited for that.
Do you know what? I have obviously got a working relationship with Ubi, so take everything I say with a pinch of salt. I was on GTV, blah 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 blah. I just got a good feeling about Ubi. As much as I don't know how I feel about all this free-to-play stuff, just because that's not my wheelhouse. I don't like spending money on skins and things like that. That's not me. That's not how I enjoy games usually. But there's a part of me that just says Ubisoft they're still obviously they got problems going on at the studio in terms of from the higher ups and all that stuff that still hasn't been fixed. But a part of me feels like game wise, I feel like they're going to show us something this year. I don't know why, but something's telling me. Something's telling me it's going to be a good time for them.